If you send a letter to Santa Claus, it may or may not reach the North Pole. But if you address one to God, Jesus, Queen of Sheba, or King David, chances are it'll wind up in a warehouse in Jerusalem. The world's mailmen, it seems, ascribe divine power to this city, so it's not surprising that God has his own mailbox here. Every day, trucks deliver hundreds of sacks of letters to the Postal Authority's Dead Letter Department. Manager Avi Yaniv admits that while he doesn't have a special connection to God, he can make sure the letters get pretty close.
People believe that Israel and Jerusalem is the holiest spot on earth, and the Western Wall is the remnant of the Jewish temple, so people believe that this place is the closest place to God.
Mr. Yaniv and his assistants can read more than a dozen languages, which makes it quite handy to decipher the 1.5 million letters they receive from around the world every year. Some are addressed to Dios, Spanish for God, while others are written in Russian or Arabic. Some have even misspelled it, writing dog instead of God. The Dead Letter Department is the only one allowed to open letters, and that is so they can find the sender. So remember this: if you do write a letter to God, be prepared for someone to read your mail.
I know the feelings of people writing these letters. Some are anxious or depressed, or some just want something, so they send what I call a checklist letter and ask for a beautiful wife, a good job, a nice car, a lot of money, and a pretty house.
Some of the letters are registered, which makes it a little challenging to get someone to sign off on them. So what happens to the letters? Twice a year they are brought to Jerusalem's Old City, where the chief rabbi of the Western Wall receives them. Workers there add them to the thousands of messages that are stuffed into the divine cracks between the wall's massive stones. The letters may be addressed to God or to Jesus or to Mother Mary or King Solomon, and they may be written in English or Arabic or Russian or Hebrew or Spanish, but they all end up in this box, Letters to God. Yaniv says he's just an ordinary postman with an extraordinary route.
First of all, it's my job, but secondly, there are folks who write out of deep sorrow or pour out their heart in the letters. So if I can help the letter wind up in a place they think it was meant to reach, that makes me feel good.
From Jerusalem, this is Aryeh O'Sullivan reporting for the Media Line.